Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Grade 8. We are in Model 10, Lesson 2, Volume of Cones. Volume of Cones. In this lesson, we want to use the formula of the volume of a cone to find the volume of a cone, given its radius or diameter and the height. So the first idea in this lesson, we want to learn volume of cones. We want to learn volume of cones. A cone is a three-dimensional figure with one circular base connected by a curved surface to a single point called the apex. So a cone is a three-dimensional figure with one circular base connected by a curved surface to a single point called the apex. So, in the Explore activity, you learned that there is a relationship between the volume of a cone and cylinder with the same base area and height. So the volume of cone is 1/3 and volume of cylinder with the same base area and height. So the volume V of a cone with a radius R is 1/3 the area of the base B times the height H. So the rule will be V equals 1/3 times B times H, or V equal 1/3, as you remember, the area of the circle will be pi R squared times H times H. As you see here, this figure, this is the cone. The cone include, as you see, the base, circle, and vertex. Circle and vertex. The distance from the vertex to the center of the circle, this is the height. This is the height. And the distance from the center of the circle to the circumference of the circle, this is the radius. This is the radius. As you see here, we have right triangle. We have right triangle. Okay. For example, how to solve the area of the cone? Find volume, how to solve the volume of the cone? Find volume of a cone. Find the volume of the cone, express your answer in terms of pi. Right. In this figure, as you see, we have the height 6 and we have the radius 3. So you can write the rule V equal 1/3 pi R squared times H. So 1/3 pi. What is the value of the radius? 3. So we have R squared means 3 squared. And what is the value of the height? 6. So times 6. So V equal 1/3 times pi. Here 3 squared means 9. 9 times 6 will be 54. Then 54 times the value of pi means times 3.14. Then times 1 divided by 3 will be 18. Or we can write 18 pi. We can write here 18 pi. Then we can continue 18 times the value of the pi. Listen to this example. As you see here, we have cone. This is the circle. This is the radius. So the radius will be 6 millimeter. and the height will be 28 millimeter. How to find the volume? V equals 1 over 3 multiplied by r squared times h. Substitute the value inside the rule. So we have 1 over 3 times by, what is the value of r? 6. 6 squared. What is the value of h? 28. So 1 over 3 by 6 squared means 6 times 6 means 36 times 28. Now 36 times 28 times 1 divided by 3 will be 336 by cubic milliliters. Listen to this example. A cone-shaped paper cube is filled with water. The height of the cube is 9 centimeters, and the diameter is 8 centimeters. What is the volume of the paper cube? Round to the nearest tenth. So start from where? From the rule. V equal 1 over 3 by r squared h. So 1 over 3 times by, what is the value of the r? As you see, we have the diameter 8. D equal 8. And as you remember, the radius equals the half of the diameter. Equals the half of the diameter, means d divided by 2. Means 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So the r will be 4. R squared means 4 squared. And what is the value of h? Will be 9. So 9 times 4 squared times 1 divided by 3 will be 48 pi. What is the value of pi? 3.14. 3.14 times 48 will be about 150.8. Listen to this example. Find the volume of a cone with a radius r equals 1.5 inches and the height of 9 inches. Round to the nearest tenth. Start from where? From the rule. At the first step, right. لطيف عم تتابعي معنا؟ So volume equals 1 over 3 times pi times r squared times h. Then substitute the values. 1 over 3 times the value of pi, 3.14, times the value of r, 1.5, squared, times the value of h will be 9. So the answer will be 21.2 cubic inches. So this method to solve the volume of the cone. Who has any question about this idea? Clear? Right, listen here. conical paper cup has a diameter of 3 inches. So we have the diameter and the height of 3 inches. So we have the height. A cylinder or a cylindrical paper cup has a radius of 1.5. This is for the cylinder. And height 3 inches. Suppose both cups are filled with water. If 1 cubic inch of water weighs 0.6 ounces, how much more does the water in the cylinder cup weigh round to the nearest tenth? I must to find the volume of the cone at the first. This is for the cone. Then find the volume of the cylinder. How to find the volume of the cone? The rule will be 1/3 times pi r squared times the height. And how to find the volume of the cylinder? V equal pi r squared h. If you want to compare between the volume of cylinder and the volume of the cone, you can divide between them. The volume of the cylinder pi r squared h, and down here we have pi or 1/3 r squared h. This is for the cone, and this is for the cylinder. So as you see, you can simplify pi with pi, r squared with r squared, h with h, remains what? 1/3. So it means the volume of the cylinder greater than the volume of the cone by 1/3. By 1/3. How to find how many each figure have in ounces or weighs in ounces? As you see here, 1 cubic inch of water weighs 0.6 ounces. Then how much more does the water in the cylindrical? Right. We want to find the volume of the cylinder to know how many water weighs inside this cup. Then find the volume of the cone to know how many weighs of water it has have ounces. Then you can compare between them. You will find the answer about 8.5 ounces. Example. Write your, open your notebook. Write please the title, volume of cones. Then write the question. Find the volume of each cone. Express your answer in terms of pi. Then draw the first figure. Then try please to find the volume of this coin. What is the rule? P equal 1 over 3 times the pi times r squared times h. Substitute the values inside this rule, then tell me please what is the answer. This answer for Afra and Taif. Thanks, Afra and Taif. Who has different answer? 52. Who has different answer? What is the value of pi? Aliazia, what is the value of pi? Pi equal what? Who can tell me pi equal what? 3.14. Great. So put here the value of y, 3.14. Who can tell me what is the value of r? 6, great. So this is R times 6 squared. What is the value of the H? 13. So this is H. So we want to multiply 13 times 6 squared means 36 times 3.14 times 1 divide by 3. We can do simplest form here to make it easy for solving. 36 divided by 3 will be 12. So 3.14 times 12 times 13 equals so the answer will be 489.84. And what is the unit? Inch cubed. Who has any question about this example? Is it clear for all? Beka clear? Latifa? Sarah? Yazia? Fatima? طيب. Inshallah, today we have next period, the last period. So we'll continue, inshallah, this exercises. We will solve it together. Okay, so this is our period for today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you, inshallah, in the last period today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.